7-Eleven. I need to hit the spot, need the drinks, the party's hot. Rolling them sevens, got that hot dice, roll them up, the bounce knocks. Call that a 7. This one's a 7. The floor gets hot every time it rocks. Guess what? The devil stepped up on the floor. Guess what? I'm hot. My city lights the spots and the circling doors. Come here and plant your pebble. The city'll make you a fortune. She's tempting and lurking. She's got one line and it's perfect. A perfect single pass. Let it bleed, the money's worth. They counted steady mad, so they watching, their eyes open. I came to reap the aftermath. Hope you was ready for it. We call this shit the 7s. We call this shit the 7s. We call that shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. We call this shit the 7s. We call this shit the 7s. We call this shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. Headhunting is a sport, chasing dollar after dollar, until this vision pays for better sorts. I'm talking magic, your God token, give me more. I practice great work of arts, just look at my whore. This shit is a toil, I painted my canvas, read it in coil, and my skin was straight fractions, Solomon spoiled. But I'm here like an assassin, I'm just here to reap all the soil. I call this rip, unless you're feeling immortal. Walk up in here like Picasso, I'm bleeding these oils. Call this shit Mr. Roboto, my tuning is old. I call this shit an automato, in the way that it flows,
the way it comes in so cold, the way it sounding so clean. I'm on a seafood diet, murder everything I see with this red rum, let it be. These walking giants, there is only one. I seize the beat, and I seize the need. I seize the want, I seize the desire. Like I'm living in fire, I was born to be a sin in this hellish desire.
So throw them tridents in the face like you want me retired. I'm giving way for the soul, so now my style is unique. I'll print my mark all in your face, that means you coming with me. And if you ain't willing to ride, this is your destiny, cause you gon' see how I preside. Like that sun is a recipe. We call that shit the 7s. We call that shit the 7s. We call that shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. We call this shit the 7s. We call this shit the 7s. We call this shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. I call this shit a weapon, like a sacrifice protection. I fell here as the beast, so these reeds are just my blessing. So I'm watching all this testing, stunting like the best thing. 1 pass, 1 go. These numbers on a fucking so roll. I'ma rip this motherfucker spirit. Load it up, y'all all gon' hear it. Listen to my voice, you gonna hear my O's all in the series. Like I am just premiering this. Pharisees to my last name, I've gone delirious. The 616, I'm serious. Y'all didn't even have to hear this. Become my citizen, I am the mission. I like the light like a Lucy, till the spark becomes so juicy. You wonder why it's 7s. Double that up all in the end, that makes a sentence. These mountains are your blessings, and all the silver wasn't tempting. I call my home Babylon the fort, Battleborn, a warrior, a rebel and it's over. I have arise. Come get your mark of the beast, marking up all of these gods, they all release the owner. We call that shit the 7, the 7. I said we call that shit the 7s. I said we call that shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. I call that shit the 7s. I call that shit the 7s. I call that shit the 7s. I ain't up in this motherfucker. This shit is just a weapon. I use this shit just like a weapon. Become my ammunition. No decision, just listen.